everybody. I'm John Lincoln with Ignite Visibility, and today I want to talk to you about Instagram marketing. By 2017, Instagram is supposed to be the biggest mobile advertising platform in the entire world, so everybody's eyes are on it right now, and with millions and millions, hundreds of millions of users, brands are flocking to it. Now, I have a couple problems with Instagram. One, it's really hard to track. Two, people don't really know what to do there. And a lot of other issues as well. So today I want to kind of unravel a little bit of that, and so I've got some great items to go through here, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing that I have is when you first start on Instagram, the main thing that you want to do is you want to think, what does your demographic want, right? What are their pain points? Do they need more motivation? Do they need more fashion in their life? Do they want to get more fit, right? And that's what we're seeing a lot of these people on Instagram are looking for. So think of your demographic, think of the main things that are lacking in their life that your product or service can speak directly to, and then create your content strategy around that. These little tweaks, right, and this hyper focus on getting into the psychology of your user base is going to make a major difference for the amount of reach and the amount of engagement and the amount of shares that your Instagram posts are going to have, okay? So some of the most popular things on Instagram are fashion, fitness, motivation, food, entertainment, and of course images that are visually appealing. So keep in mind that these are some of the top themes as far as Instagram is concerned. And if you can use these type of elements inside of your posts, then you're going to get a larger reach, right? And these are the type of brands that do the best as well, brands that fall into these type of sectors, right? So when you're picking your main themes for Instagram, try to pick 3 core messages, right? 3 core messages that you're picking for your particular brand, and then create your editorial themes around that. Other things that work really well are showcasing your corporate culture, showcasing products or services, showing them the latest news, and even putting a short video up there every now and then that speaks directly to your brand or is a cool clip that people want to interact with. These type of things do really well, all right? Okay. Now, another thing that people need to do is come up with brand guidelines. So a lot of companies, they don't take the time to do this right. If you're gonna be on Instagram, you don't wanna just be kind of like throwing up whatever comes to mind or whatever picture that you find. The really big brands, right? The McDonald's, the Nikes, right? The REIs, these type of brands, they're really taking the time to create these brand guidelines. And if you can do that, it's gonna create a more unified messaging platform, and it's going to make people think that, oh, this is a real business, right? So, making sure that you have consistent color schemes, right? And that those color schemes tie into your brand messaging. Making sure that you know the words to use and the words not to use within your updates, right? There's always a couple of words that every single brand doesn't want to say, right? Some industry hot topics, for instance. Also, when you're creating your hashtags, pick 5 core hashtags that you can really own, right? And do your research on these hashtags. Use tools like SEMrush, the Google Keyword Planner, and make sure that you're finding hashtags that align with the most popular keywords on Instagram for your niche, right? And if you do that, it's going to make it so that you show up in the most important feeds. And if you do that over time, you're going to continue to hit the demographics that are clicking on these hashtags and filtering the content that way. Now you can do a total of 30 hashtags, but most people will only be doing between 5 and 10 or something like that. Now when we get into KPIs, right, every single marketing channel needs to have its own KPIs. So if we're on Instagram, a lot of people are looking at things like engagement rate, followers, right? But another thing that you can do to take it to the next level is you can ask people, how did you find us, right? And then if somebody found you and they've been following you through Instagram, you can tie that back to the Instagram marketing that you've been doing. In addition, you can list coupons on Instagram. You can track your referring site traffic on Instagram, right? So the referring site traffic that comes from there, which usually, isn't huge because you still can't put hyperlinks inside of the post. But what you can do is on your Instagram account in the upper corner where your profile shows up, you can list a link in there, right? And inside of your updates, you can say see link, right, to go to the web address that refers to that specific update. So what a lot of people do is URL tagging so that they can track that to a particular campaign and then run that back to their Google Analytics, and then they can tie that into some type of ROI metric. Okay. All right, and finally, some of my top tools for Instagram, Crowdfire. You can find out how many people unfollowed you, right? So if you followed a whole bunch of people, they followed you back, then they unfollowed you, you can know who those people were who kind of, skedaddled. Repost and Pecora, two great places to find Instagram photos that you can take and you can use for your own account. Hyperlapse, that allows you to take a long video and then turn it into a shorter one and show all these cool things happening that might have happened over hours and hours or days, and put that into a 15-second clip that works specifically for Instagram. And then of course you've got Schedulegram, Agora Pulse, and Hootsuite, which are three really great ways to schedule out Instagram updates. So these were 6 different ways that you can use Instagram, 6 different things to think about when you're using the marketing platform, and I hope this was interesting to you. Have a great day.